With God's help and through the prayers of the Holy Fathers, Holy Sophia Prayer House presents a video prepared on an Orthodox Christian topic. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a spiritually beneficial and fruitful viewing. Letter on Ecumenism, Saint Justin Popovich, Supreme High Priest. The Orthodox Church's position towards heretics, that is, towards all those who are not Orthodox, has been confirmed once and for all by the Holy Apostles and Holy Fathers, i.e. by the divinely inspired tradition, which is one and unchangeable. According to this provision, Orthodox Christians are forbidden to participate in any joint prayer or service with heretics. For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? Or what communion has light with darkness? Or what fellowship has Christ with Belial? Or what part does a believer have with an unbeliever? 2 Corinthians 6 verses 14 to 15. According to the 45th canon of the Apostolic See, a bishop, presbyter, and deacon who has become a companion of heretics shall be deposed from the priesthood. And if they have committed any act of the priests as priests, they shall be condemned. This holy canon of the apostles does not indicate which specific prayers or services are prohibited. On the contrary, it prohibits all joint prayers with heretics, even private ones. How many fellow worshippers have become heretics? Are there not even more radical acts of worship in ecumenical services? The 32nd canon of the Council of Laodicea says, "It is not yet lawful for heretics to bless those who are more unblessed than blessed." And at these ecumenical gatherings and services, are not heretics blessing? Roman Catholic bishops, priests, Protestant pastors, even women. The above-cited canons of the Holy Apostles and Fathers were not only valid in the past, they are still valid today. They remain unconditionally necessary for all of us, for modern Orthodox Christians in particular. They are unconditionally valid for our position towards Roman Catholics and Protestants. Roman Catholicism is a multifaceted heresy, and what is there to say about Protestantism at all? It is better not to say anything at all. Didn't St. Sabas speak of the Latin heresy 7.5 centuries ago? Since then, how many new heresies has the Pope invented and declared infallible as dogmas? There is absolutely no doubt that with the help of the dogma of papal infallibility, Roman Catholicism has become a pan-heresy. Even the much-vaunted Second Vatican Council did not change this terrible heresy. On the contrary, it strengthened it. For these reasons, if we are Orthodox and intend to remain Orthodox, it is fitting for us to take the position of St. Sabas, St. Mark of Ephesus, St. Cosmas of Ætolia, John of Kronstadt, and other holy confessors, martyrs, and new martyrs, in relation to Roman Catholics and Protestants. Neither Roman Catholics nor Protestants are orthodox in the two fundamental Christian dogmas, the Holy Trinity and the doctrine of the Church towards men. Your Holiness and the Holy Fathers of the Synod, how long must we continue to insult our holy Orthodoxy and the Holy Sabaean Church with our sad and terrible, anti-holy tradition position towards ecumenism and the World Council of Churches? Every sincere Orthodox, brought up under the guidance of the Holy Fathers, burns with shame when he reads that at the 5th All-Orthodox Conference in Geneva, June 8 to 16, 1968, the Orthodox members decided, regarding the participation of Orthodox Christians in the WCC, World Council of Churches, to declare that the Orthodox Church considers itself an organic member of the WCC. This decree is apocalyptically terrible in its non-orthodoxity and anti-orthodoxity. Was it necessary for the Orthodox Church, this most holy God-man organism, to be so humiliated in this terrible way that its theological representatives, some of whom are bishops, some are Serbs by nationality, should ask for organic participation and inclusion in the EMS, which would thus turn into a new ecclesiastical organism, a new church, standing above all other churches, in which the Orthodox and non-Orthodox churches are only parts, organically connected to each other? Alas, this is unheard of betrayal and betrayal. We reject the God-man Orthodox faith, this organic union with the God-man and his most holy body. With the Orthodox Church of the Holy Apostles, Fathers, and ecumenical councils, and we want to become organic parts of a heretical, humanistic, and man-worshipping society, which consists of 263 heresies, each of which is spiritual death. As Orthodox, we are the seed of Christ. Have I turned the seed of Christ upside down and become the seed of a harlot? We do this when we organically join the World Council of Churches, which is a revival of atheistic man-worshipping paganism. Finally, the time has come for our Orthodox, Holy Fathers and Holy Sabbatean Church, for the Church of the Holy Apostles and Fathers, the Holy Confessors, Martyrs and New Martyrs, to cease to be ecclesiastically, hierarchically and prayerfully confused with the World Council of Churches of the Year, and to forever renounce any joint prayer and service. If it does not join the heretics, wherever their center may be, whether in Geneva or Rome, our Holy Orthodox Church, always faithful to the Holy Apostles and Fathers, will not thereby deny its Christian mission and evangelical duty, that is, it will humbly but boldly testify to the modern Orthodox and non-Orthodox world of the truth of the all-truth, the living and true God-man, and the all-saving and all-renewing power of Orthodoxy. The Church, led by Christ, will always be ready, with its patristic spirit and theology, to answer the word of our hope to all who seek it, 1 Peter 3 verse 15. And our hope is one and only forever and ever, the God-man Jesus Christ and his God-man body, the Church of the Holy Apostles and Fathers. Orthodox theologians should participate not in common ecumenical prayer, but in theological conversations in and about the truth, as the holy and God-clothed Fathers have done for centuries. The truth and true faith of Orthodoxy are only portion of the saved 2 Judges, Canon 7. The Gospel of the Apostles is the complete truth, in sanctification of the Spirit and in faith of the truth, 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 13. The God-man faith is the faith of the truth. The essence of this faith is truth, the only all-encompassing truth, that is, the God-man Christ. This faith and this love are the very heart and consciousness of the Orthodox Church. All these treasures are fully and undistortedly preserved only in the martyred orthodoxy of the Holy Fathers, which Orthodox Christians are called to fearlessly confess in the face of the West and its false love and false faith. I entrust myself to the apostolic prayers of your holiness and other holy fathers and bishops unworthy. Archimandrite Justin Popovich, Holy Monastery of Ćelije, Feast of St. John Chrysostom, November 13/26, 1974. Source: martelmatidebloba.ge. The sources are translated by docs.google.com. The spelling in the text may not correspond to the original, so please take this into consideration in advance. Respectfully, St. Sophia Chapel. May God bless you. Thank you for your attention. You have watched a video presented by Holy Sophia Prayer House. Please subscribe to the channel so that it may become more successful and its work may serve good and beneficial purposes even more effectively. May God help and bless you.